Rules to follow. If two chemicals are bonded, you can't put the coefficient in between them. They both must be multiplied. The second rule. The law of conservation of mass explains in a chemical reaction, no atoms of an element can be taken away or destroyed. That's why you balance them.
Okay, so now for the equation, we have iron 1 and then chlorine 3 plus beryllium 3. And then we have the parentheses with phosphorus and then oxygen 4. And then to the reactant arrow.
Okay, so now on the reactant side, we have 1 beryllium, 2 chlorine, and added on to it 1 iron, 1 phosphorus, and 4 oxygen.
So back to the parentheses, we have phosphorus and oxygen 4. And what you do is you multiply the
Oxygen by
phosphorus
4.
and oxygen is by 4. And then phosphorus you multiply by the 2 outside the parentheses, and the same with the oxygen. So now in total you have 8 oxygen and 2 phosphorus.
Okay, so now we're going to start with balancing the equation. We're going to skip iron because it's already balanced at 1, and we're going to go to chlorine. So to balance chlorine, the first one has 3, and on the reactant side it has 2. So we're going to want to make the chlorine 3. So by using the coefficient, we can put a 2 in front of the iron, and then that'll make that chlorine times 2, which makes 6. And then so we times it by 3. Okay, so he ran out the steps. So since we made it 6 on the first side, we gotta make it 6 on the other side. So we use the coefficient up here there to make it 3, or to make it 6 total. Okay, so we skipped ahead, and we had to make the chlorine 6. So on the reactant side, the first coefficient, we made 3. So then 2 times 3 is 6. So the chlorine is balanced. But then we time the berylliums by 3, which makes it 1 times 3 is 3, and then that equals the original side. So then we have to go down to the phosphorus, and we need to change phosphorus into oxygen. So we're going to have to fill in the coefficient on the reactant side. We're going to have to make that 2. So then that goes up and makes the iron times 2 on both sides, which would go to 2. And then the phosphorus on the reactant side is 1 times 2, so that'll be 2. And then to finish it off, the oxygen on the reactant side is 4 times 2, and that makes it 8. So now the entire equation is balanced.
Yeah.